Welcome to episode 69 of the Inside Job Boards and Recruitment Marketplaces podcast. I am one of your co-hosts. I'm Stephen Rothberg with College Recruiter, a job search site where we believe that every student and recent grad deserves a great career. My regular co-host, Peter Zollman, is flying back today to his home near Orlando from I think it's called AutoBuzz conference in Amsterdam. And so there was a choice of either having Peter on the show from probably a very noisy environment, or having my former podcast co-host. And there is nobody in the world who knows more about job boards than Jeff Dickey-Chasins, which is why he's known as the Job Board Doctor. Jeff, welcome to a co-host, guest co-host opportunity.
Yeah, I guess I can add that to my resume now, if I have a resume anymore. Anyway, thanks, Stephen, for inviting me. I'm looking forward to this session. If you don't know me from other venues, I run a consultancy called the Job Board Doctor. I've been around for about 15 years, providing business consulting to the people that run and operate job boards, ranging from startups all the way up to the big guys. And really enjoy it. And almost the entire time that I've been doing this, I've also known Rod. Rod he can tell you a little bit more about himself, but I enjoy just talking with Rod and working with him on occasion. And he's also a sponsor of my newsletter and my website. So, Rod, why don't you tell folks a little bit about yourself?
Yeah. Thank you for having me on the show, Stephen, and thanks for a great introduction, Jeff. So my name is Rod or Rodion, whichever works best. I'm founder and CEO of SmartJobBoard. So we call ourselves the easier job board software on the market, and that's because we are focused on providing the best user experience to job seekers, employers, and job board operators. And we believe that a great user experience should make job board special. People don't need to spend a lot of time to find a job, right? So we started back in 2008. So we've been on that market for quite a long time, and I guess we enjoy it very much. There are great people like you guys, and it's a good place to be. Like, after all, we are helping, we're helping people to find jobs and helping companies to find candidates. So that's our goal in life.
It's an honorable profession. Jeff, do you want to take the first question?
Yeah, Rod. Let me ask you a little bit about some a technology that's affecting a lot of aspects of recruiting at this point, which would be AI and LLMs, large language models. And I'm just curious, how do you think that AI in particular is going to be affecting the job board world? Where do you think it's going to be adopted or popping up, or where do you think it'll have the most impact?
Yes, that's a really great question, Jeff. And I'm really excited to see what's going on in the AI field today. And I believe this technology can really help job boards to be more helpful. And specifically, one of the ways job boards can utilize large language models is by adding candidate and job matching on top of standard job search. And there are two specific technologies I would like to point out today. So one is semantic search based on candidate resume. So this technology was around for quite a long time, even before AI, but it wasn't really affordable and accessible. But today, almost any LLM provides a way to do that by using embeddings and a vector database. It's some parts of the large language models. And another piece of technology is just prompting large language model and asking it to evaluate a resume against a job. And it appears that large language model can provide really good accuracy, as much as a normal human would do when evaluating resumes like that. So yeah, I believe that these two components can be used really effectively to create a really good matching engine for job boards.
So for the job board operator, bringing in technology like AI, like LLMs, I'm wondering if you can talk about some of the risks that they might have if they're doing that on their own. The tech might just not work well. Privacy concerns, legal concerns, like in the EU, there's a lot of legislation. What is SmartJobBoard seeing in terms of the risks of that and how to do it properly?
So we need to understand that right now, large language models and AI are at the beginning of their development, and there are many things that are not clear right now, and I believe many things will change. There's certainly going to be some more regulations, like with any kind of technology, but my thought is if it's going to be helpful to people, like there shouldn't be any really strict regulations around that. After all, it provides more value than risks for the whole humankind. You should certainly keep an eye on what's going on in terms of regulations, things like that. It's not really risky to use it right now in the US. I'm not an expert in EU regulations, but in the US, I don't see any specific risks as of now. The technology evolving really fast, so there are a number of different models on the market. And that's a good thing because there is competition, so you can easily switch between different providers. So you can also consider creating your own model. There are many open source models that it's going to be more expensive, but still. So there are many options, and so that minimizes risks of depending on one vendor. And yeah, but everything changes so fast that it's really hard to tell.
Well, Rod, I'm kind of curious, so the area that SmartJobBoard plays in at this point in time is as a provider of job board software, for the different job boards out in the world. And there's a lot of vendors out there, just literally dozens and dozens and dozens of vendors out there. And so what I'm curious about is, if you were in where a lot of my clients are, where they're thinking about, should I build it or should I buy it? I always tell my clients if they're starting out to buy software, right? But my question for you is, if you're a job board that's using a job board software platform, do you think you're better off working with a vendor that has a specific recruitment-oriented AI that would be sort of tagged on, or would you rather work with a job board software vendor that has the AI built into the platform itself, just from your own perspective?
Well, I don't believe many vendors provide many AI components as of
Mhm.
now, but I believe that will change over time. So if you are a job board and you are specifically interested in providing some, matching or whatever AI tools on top of your standard service, probably you will need to make some kind of integration. And considering that many job board vendors provide API to add different kind of integrations, that shouldn't be a big problem, but still you need to invest some money and hire some people who can help with that. So I guess that can be best way to do that as of now, but at some point in future, I believe the AI going to be maybe not major component, but at least some part of what job board vendors provide, or maybe some kind of add-on or integration that can be added. Or maybe there will be additional kind of services, like separate, services provided to job boards by different companies utilizing AI. So again, it's really hard to tell, but as of now, I think job boards can integrate features like that using API or widgets or whatever.
I think we have time for one more quick question, quick answer. Rod, when you think about job boards that are newer, smaller, maybe medium-sized, so kind of like the ideal customer for a SmartJobBoard or one of your direct competitors, what use of AI is the most exciting to you? Like, what do you, if you were that job board operator, it's like, this is something that I can do with AI that I can't do with more, sort of traditional methods. Like, what would excite you as a job board operator about using AI?
So I can tell what excites me as a technology person, I guess, but I think that applies to this situation. I think it's really useful to have a system where you can see jobs based on candidate resume, and also see why you are a good fit for a specific job. Like, do I have all the qualifications, work experience, education needed for this job, or what am I lacking and where I need to improve in order to apply? And the same for employers, to see a list of candidates matching this specific job, and also explaining why this candidate is a good fit, based on his qualifications and etc. So I think having something like that will make it really easy, and I would say even magical for people when they use job boards.
Cool. Well, Jeff, thank you very much for pinch hitting.
You bet.
My wife Faith and I look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks. We're going to be in your neck of the woods for a Willie Nelson concert and celebrating your birthday. I'm not sure which one of those is more important. Rod, it's been awesome, and always really enjoyed doing business with you over the years, and your coworkers at SmartJobBoard. Any closing words?
Likewise. Well, thank you guys. I'm really excited to be here.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was great, Stephen. Thanks a lot.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.